Okay, welcome everybody. So what we've got today is I'm going to start with AIMasher, and some of you have already seen we've got an article reinventor over on the left. What this does is it allows you to put a URL in from any website and we can reinvent that article. So if we grab an article, say from Fox News, and you can just click on any of these. Biden's advisors tell president. There we go. Biden intel advisors back.
Here now with reaction.
So you would grab that URL and you go back to AIMasher and you go to article maker and you can drop that URL in here and you can click get article. And when you click get article, AIMasher will go to that URL and it will scrape the information, the images and the content from that article and bring it in front of you so that you can basically see it here. Now, this is obviously dependent if you've plugged some tools in integrations. You would need a ScrapeOwl API. And if you click on ScrapeOwl in the integrations, it's very simple. You put your key in there and you can do a test to see if it works by clicking get credits, and it tells you. And if you haven't got ScrapeOwl, you can click on here. You should get a special rate discount using our link, which we've agreed with the owners of that tool. So once you've got that plugged in, it will do this, and it will scrape the images and it will scrape the text. Now, if you've plugged in your OpenAI, and I think we've explained how to do this. This one's been in AIMasher a little while. You can plug as many different accounts in as you want, and you just grab the API key from OpenAI and drop it into here. And then that allows you to run options that we've got throughout this screen as we go through. So you choose the OpenAI account that you want to use. I've got one called AIMasher, so I'll leave it on there. And then we've got a cleanup prompt. At the moment, we've just got one cleanup prompt. And what this will do is it will go through what it found here, and it will use its own intelligence to decide what it believes to be part of the article and what may be something like an ad or things in the footer that we don't really want, like that, for example. And you've successfully subscribed to this newsletter and all that kind of stuff. Now, it does a great job. I'm not saying it's going to do 99.9 of everything that you send into it, but it's pretty good. So you click the clean up article button and it will use its intelligence to go through this and clean it up and pull out bits that it thinks shouldn't be there. It'll just take a little while. There we go. So if we look at the original, you'll see that it had this material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten, or redistributed. Well, obviously, we didn't want that. And it's got here, Rep. James Comer, blah, blah, blah. So you can see in the clean text, it's automatically removed that. And it starts from first on Fox, the President's Intelligence Advisory. And then as we scroll down through now here we've got public trust in FBI has reached the red zone. That to me looked like it was going to be a hyperlink to something else, like a different article. So if we scroll down into this one, you'll see that it's been removed. Perfect. And then the rest of the article, there's another one there. Ray defends FISA after the word communications, which has gone as well. Partially report, however, blah, blah, blah. And then if we scroll down, that bit at the bottom's probably gone as well. There's another one that he pulled, which won't be there after campaign. Where's campaign? There. Yep, that one's gone as well. And then we'll scroll down to the bottom. See, we've got get the latest updates from 2024 campaign. if we scroll to the bottom, our article ends on, we do think that there are ways, which is there. So you can see it's got rid of that as well and all that junk. It's absolutely marvelous. So it's done a really good job on that. But at the end of the day, that is still the original article, but it's been cleaned automatically, and you've got it now in front of you. So our next step in this is to rewrite it. We've got a few options. You can rewrite it in the style of a journalist from Fox News, but for the UK audience. You can do the same again, but for the USA audience. Or the same, you can rewrite it as a TMZ journalist. And it rewrites it as well in like quick fire segments to make it really easy to read. We've also got an SEO rewrite article, which will rewrite it in a completely different way to this, more long form kind of idea. So for this one, I'm going to pick rewrite as Fox News UK. Press the button.
And Wayne, we're going to be adding more rewrite prompts over time.
Oh yeah, that list's going to grow quite large. There we go. So it's rewritten here, but now it's automatically embedded HTML. So it's created a title. You'll notice that, see where it says first on Fox? Didn't really want that because that proves it came from Fox News. If you notice, it's gone. So the rewriters got rid of that. So we've got a new title. We've got a heading. We've got the first paragraph. We've got another subheading, another subheading, another subheading, and so on. So that's really good, like that. And then what you can do is we can create a summary prompt. So we can summarize this article in 100 words or 200 words, or as a voiceover from like a one that Damon came up with, like a speech writer would be, forgot, it was the guy that you used as influence for this one.
Paul Harvey.
Yeah, Paul Harvey, yeah. As I've been using Fox News, I'm going to say 100 words. So what this will do is it will create a summary in 100 words. So we'll click that button. So there's a summary of it all in 100 words. Perfect. And we automatically break after each sentence and break it down into little paragraphs, each sentence. And the reason we do that is because of the next section. So what we can do now is we can turn that into speech. So another integration that we've got is 11 Labs. You can click here if you haven't got the account, and it'll take you there. You put the API key in and you click Get Voices, and it'll bring all the voices in. You can sample the voices by clicking the play buttons over here. And 11 Labs allows you to make your own voices as well. So you can mimic people like, well, what I've done. And we've showed how to do this on a previous video. But you can see I've got James Earl Jones, David Attenborough, Morgan Freeman, Stephen Fry, Matthew McConaughey. Recently, we've made this column syntax allowed. This is the column where you put the text that if you use this voice, we will automatically create the HTML and we will embed it at the top of the article so that you've got a summary or you've got the whole article, depending on what you want to convert it. And it basically, so as someone visits your site, they can hear the article rather than read it. Or if you do what we do, which is uses less credit, is that summary that we created, you can turn that into audio. So you can have a little summary spoken to you, and then you can carry on and go through the article. So what we put at the top, you'd see listen to the article and you'd be able to click a play button. But we can also put syntax in here so we can mix it up so everyone's got different. And what I did with this was I just put one into ChatGPT and told him to give me 10 different variations of it. So we've got Matthew McConaughey's voice summary of the article, or we've got here the article summarized in Matthew McConaughey, and so on. So the voiceover type, you can have the summary, the full article, or the full article without subheadings. So if you wanted to convert the whole article, but you didn't want it to say analysis reveals FBI's violations of sports standards, you just wanted it to carry on, you can do that by cutting out the subheadings. But I'm going to use summary article, and you can pick the voices that you've got access to. And I'm going to pick, let's pick Matthew McConaughey and go create audio. So it's passing the summary to 11 Labs through my API. And then when it's converted, it will bring it back. Now, obviously this is, because this isn't actually where we post, it's brought back the entire title, but it will be it'll pick one of those for the final version. And then if we click on there.
The President's Intelligence Advisory Board, PIAB, has recommended renewing the FISA Section 702 surveillance program, which allows warrantless surveillance of non-American citizens abroad. However,
So there, you'll see why we broke it there. After abroad, there was a slight pause, and then he carried on, and the same. Makes it more natural. We host this for you. You haven't got to worry about this MP3 at all. And we embed it into your article. So these are all embedded in our cloud. So they won't clog up. They're not that big, but over time, I suppose it's going to help. But you haven't got to worry about the space on your website. We will deal with that for you. As you select all the options, you'll notice that it's building a description down here. This is so you can save this as a template so that you don't have to fill them in each time. You can just see we've got template up here. You could pick a template and they'd all be there for you. But I'll explain why we've got templates in more detail in a minute. So now, do we want to save this article? Do we want to include images? And do you want to add image citations? So if we want images, you can decide, because they're up here, which ones you want. Now, some of them are ads or logos or things like that. So I'll have that one because I saw it, but it has got Fox News there, so you may not want that. But because we've got citation, it'll automatically add underneath courtesy of Fox News for that image. So we are giving credit back. And I'll pick one of Biden and maybe that one as well. And then if you do save new article, that is now in your My Articles over here. What we can do is we can save this as a template. And basically what this means is AOA is our code for which OpenAI account. So AOA, it picks the first letter of each one that you type in there. So if you've got Wayne's, so I'd have picked that one, Wayne's OpenAI, it would have been WOA and AOA, because if we don't want them to be really too long. So the first one is the OpenAI account I'm using. We are using the cleanup. It was Fox News UK. We're doing a summary with Fox News for 100. And we're using Matthew McConaughey, and we're doing a summary for Matthew McConaughey. If you didn't want the voice, that would say no audio. And if you chose full article, that would say Matthew McConaughey full article in brackets there. But this is all editable, and it's just a suggestion. I quite like that amount of information, and I can just save that as a template, like click, and it's now a template. So if I was to do another one, the templates are in here, and you'll see there's the one that we just created. So if we go to My Articles, you'll see that we've now got that exact one that we've just reinvented. And if we click on Edit, we've got in the tone of Matthew McConaughey, article summary.
The President's Intelligence Advisory Board, PIAB.
If when you was reinventing this, you didn't do the voiceover, you can actually do it from here. You can do a summary from here, and you can do a voiceover from here. And then obviously these are the drop downs that we've always had for grouping articles together and sending to RSS Masher, that kind of stuff. We do remember the MP3 that we used in this article. I mean, it's in the HTML, but because we got these, when you use ZimWriter, we always bring all the information down below. So we bought the MP3 as well. If you need to use it for anything else, it's there. So you can see what we've done there is we've completely, without any effort, once you've set up your integrations, you can take a URL of an article and you can create a new one completely rewritten with voiceover and summary ready to post to WordPress or Masher sites. So now that we've got templates, you can go to templates and you can edit them. You can see all the options. If you wanted to change, let's say you didn't want, you wanted to reword it here, you can. If you wanted to change from Fox News UK to USA, you can save it. Or you can clone that template. So let's say you wanted to create one very similar with a different voice. You just click on clone. Okay. And then we would edit that one. And we would change it. We get rid of copy. And if it was Morgan Freeman, then you would just change that to Morgan Freeman. And you've got another article, you've got another template, sorry. Now you'll notice there's a column here called linked to RSS Masher. You'll see that these two at the bottom say no. So what we've done is we've linked RSS Masher and AIMasher together. And before I show you the magic of why, let me show you something that we've got in here called build article. Build article is like what I've just showed you, where you went down each step and made a template from it. But build article allows you to go add, choose a template. So we could say this, like that one, but Morgan Freeman. And then you could drop a URL in here and click update and then walk away. The server that AIMasher runs on will deal with all those steps for you and plot the article out when it's finished and put it into your My Articles section. The send to My Articles is, do you want me to add a featured image? Do you want me to add all the images? Or do you want me to not send it automatically and leave it in the list? If you leave it in the list, that gives you the power of then coming back and looking at it and deciding what images you wanted. And then you can send it to My Articles. Because sometimes the images it finds could be ads to other articles on the website that are nothing to do with this article. So it's quite dangerous to always have every image. If you just want it to do it automatically and be confident, you could just say, well, just add a featured image and it will pick the first one, which is always relevant for the article, but that's all you'll get. That then will create them in this list so that you can see what's going on. So those two new features are radical, really, in our world for creating unique content. But we took it one step further. If you go to RSS Masher and you go to integrations, you can embed AIMasher. You put, if you go to AIMasher in the normal position over here, you can get an API key. And you drop the API key in AIMasher. And you click update, and that allows you to get campaigns. Now, some of you understand what get campaigns are. That allows you to bring in content from anywhere. ZimWriter, what we've just showed you on here with building in the reinventor, and then sending them to a campaign in RSS Masher, and they'll go across and they'll go through the mash and they'll come out the other end and go through the scheduler and all that. But that's a way, using the campaign method, that's a way of you in control of the articles. You've built them, you've looked at them, and then you've sent them to RSS Masher to go through the mash and add money hooks and anchor text, etc. But what we can do now is if we scroll down to the bottom, we can get those reinventor templates and bring them in to RSS Masher. So if I click that button there, you'll see it's grown, and we've got the new one and the one that I cloned and renamed have been added. So you can see I've got a total of 11 templates that I've created and brought across. What this allows you to do is when you go to your mash, and I'll edit one that I'm already working on. So if I edit this one called Seconds Away, this is a boxing mash that I've been doing. Everything's the same as when you set up a mash, but inside website feed, we've got new column. These only appear if you've embedded AIMasher into RSS Masher. And this allows you to select a template for this RSS feed. You can now select one article if you want to just test it first. You don't want to send 5 articles and you want to see how it works first. You can start with one. And then this clever field at the end is, do you want to send the content? So if the RSS feed that you are using has got content, which this one has, the article is in the content, we can send the content to AIMasher. If it doesn't, you can change it to URL, and we'll send the URL to AIMasher, and it will do the scraping that I've just showed you and the cleanup, and it will go through every step and create you a brand new, unique article with audio voiceover if you wish. And RSS Masher will wait until AIMasher's finished and send it back to you as though it was already in the feed from day one. It will create a new XML feed. When we create the feed, like not many people use the feed here, but this is our super mash feed. This is our XML feed based on everything that's going on in this mash. So that gets rewritten if you are sending the articles to AIMasher to get rewritten. They'll come back and they'll be part of the feed. There's a lot of cleverness going on. If the mash had found 5 new articles and you want to send all 5 across to AIMasher, it won't put them into the feed until they come back. As the first one comes back, it will rewrite the XML so that that feed is now, that new article is now available, and so on. When the second one comes back, the 2 will be in there, the 3 will be in there, then the 4, then the 5. So you plug your feed in, you choose a template, and you choose whether you want URL or content. This is a content, because the benefit, if you can use the content, is you can use the advanced tab to clean that content up before you send it to AIMasher. And in doing it that way, it allows you to take out any images or ads that you know that are, because websites are pretty, once they've got a theme, they very rarely change it. So that if there's a certain way of them dropping ads in or something, you can remove it usually in the advanced tab. If you do it that way and you know that all the images that are left are good, we will send those image links at the same time to AIMasher. AIMasher will rewrite, clean, do the summary audio and completely rewrite it. But we'll layer those images that we know are part of the article back into the article before it gets sent back, which is amazing. You don't have to do that. You can send the URL and AIMasher will do its best for you, do the scraping, give you the image, etc. But if you do it that way, we will only give you one image. We'll only give you the featured image for safety, because we've noticed in testing that some articles have got 4, 5, 6, like you saw when we did that first one. Some of the images aren't apparent for that article, so we only send you the featured image back. So if you do use the reinventor and you send it to AIMasher, you go through the rest of the tabs exactly the same as you would. If you want a listicle, you can. If you want helpful content, you can. If you want to do things with images, you can. If you want to do money hooks, you can. And anchor text, everything is the same. But when you do a build, you get a new red box because it knows you've selected a reinventor template in AIMasher. So we can't instantly show you what it looks like because there's a lot of work to be done on the AIMasher side before it sends it back. So we will show you the mash with the original article in there if it's got the content. So if you see what we've got here, these will only process when the mash is active, as they will be sent to AIMasher to process. So when you do build and preview, you will see the original article with all your extra bits and pieces in. We've got to realize that when you activate it, that's when it will change. It will send it to AIMasher and you'll get the new article coming back. And that's the one you'll get in the system and on your website. So if you do this, we allow you to, it does the advanced tab. So the first run through, once you put it live, the first run through will be to go through the advanced, and then it will send it to AIMasher. And then AIMasher will send it back. And then when it sends it back, we automatically then bounce it through everything else so that the new article is getting all the extra bits and pieces that you want on the mash. Then it will be ready and you'll go and it'll be scheduled and it will go wherever you want, Masher sites or WordPress, etc. So everything else is the same. Once you click finish and activate, the server will take over. So effectively, what's going on now is that every time a new article is published on an RSS feed, it will get sent to AIMasher. It will go through your template. It will send it back. It will then get all the extra tabs will be done and be added to that new article, and it will go through and get scheduled. So effectively, what we've created now is a way of using RSS feeds to automate content that's actually rewritten and reinvented and rewritten in a different style than it was originally. So it's unique. The images you don't have to use if you don't want. I recommend you do because they make more sense because they're associated with the article. And you can just put the citation underneath them to say courtesy of wherever they came from. So once you've got that running, the two are completely in sync with one another, and you just move on to another mash, another website, build more, knowing now that every time a new article appears on an RSS feed, it's unique content just for you. So if you want to see what it looks like, I've got a site here called Seconds Away, and I don't touch this anymore. It goes, as the feeds come in, it gets cleaned, it goes across to AIMasher and it comes back. So now I've got unique articles. And you'll see that we've got the overview here.
Tyson Fury has been warned that his upcoming fight against Francis Ngannou could be catastrophic for his career if he underestimates his opponent. Despite Fury being the favorite.
And you'll see here we've got courtesy of the Sun.co.uk, and we've got our headings, we've got our reinvented article, we've got the images that make sense from the original article, but all the text and everything is completely new and unique. So look at the next one. Jake Paul is shocked by UFC rising star. Again, this is a summary. You'll see that see how it picks different text here because I use spin tags in AIMasher.
Jake Paul lost 1,000 pounds to UFC star Bo Nicol in a charity bet after they participated in a boxing challenge using a reflex ball. Nicol managed to hit the ball 8 times, while Paul only hit it 6 times, leading to his loss in the bet. They both agreed to do.
I think you'll agree, they look pretty good. Benefits of doing it like this with RSS Masher, of course, is being able to get all the extra bits of the mash It will also silo the category for you. And then you've got the power of the scheduler, which allows you to send it however many articles you want each day. And you can also send it to AI Indexer, Booster Pages, Tumblr, Zapier. We'll have some more demo websites to show you. We're building a few more, so watch out for those. But I think you'll agree it's a revolutionary modification that we've done.
Wayne and I will be doing some new demo sites. I've got about seven or eight news sites that I'm going to be doing on WordPress using a Zox news theme. And Wayne's got some Masher sites that we're going to be building news sites with. And we're going to be using this technology, this RSS Masher to AIMasher technology, in setting everything up. So you'll be able to see what happens after about 3 or 4 days of using this tool. We're very excited about it because nobody else has it. It is a one-of-a-kind tool that you, with RSS Masher along with your AIMasher integration, you're going to have the ability to rewrite RSS feeds to original content, summarize them, and add a voiceover with them, along with copying the images over from the original source or from the RSS feed. So we're very excited about showing you this. This is the first of many videos that we will be doing about this workflow. So hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on another video.